Welcome back to Football Faras, the show where we don't kick balls away just to waste time. The refs are held accountable and footballers get a shout out. I'm Kate Nokwe. This week, we'll look back at the fiery fiesta at the Etihad, check in at La Liga, and a Bafana legend drops into the loft. But first, the perennial benchwarmers and lifelong understudies, Mo and Mo, are here with the rolling subs.
Our first host thinks Digimon is better than Pokemon and still collects Tazos. It's Mo Mothebe.
And our second host still burns CDs on rewritable CDs and thinks the WWF is real. Make some noise for Mojak Lehoko. Shout out Digimon, yo. No one watched you guys, but you believed in yourselves.
Digimon?
That was weird, bro.
That's crazy.
SBC2 tried us there.
This is Rolling Subs, and these are your headlines.
Gims.
There's chaos at the Etihad. What happened this weekend?
Match fixing.
Arsenal fans, a year ago.
Just fans of football watched that game and so we cheated.
I mean, we had lots of goals and lots of controversy.
Kelly Fiore scored a screamer. It was a tremendous goal.
Look, Kyle Walker was out of position.
So was Bukayo Saka.
But he's not a defender.
And whose problem is that? That didn't make him choose the captain to be a defender.
He called over the captains, and then before they were back in position, he had play go on.
Saka was still in the halfway line of the centre court.
Oliver screwed everybody. You screwed everybody, referee.
Except for you, City. You didn't screw City.
No, he did.
Bro, Haaland threw the ball at Gabriel's head. Nothing happened to him.
It's gamesmanship.
Oh, hectic.
Latefa. Arsenal fans. Hit me first.
It's fine. It's fine. We've been cheated, but that's what it takes for them to beat us. We accept it.
What do you mean?
I mean, you have to just cheat and bribe referees to draw at your own house.
Look, man, even Rodri got injured. A guy was complaining about the schedule. He's hurt now.
That's what you get, brother.
No, that's it like that.
No, I'm sorry. I mean, that came out wrong.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
How does that feel worse?
But Rodri was saying things like, oh, these guys didn't come play, and just complaining about the match schedule. You're a multi-millionaire in your 20s, and you're complaining about kicking a ball twice a week.
He's the glue of that whole team. They need him.
He is the deer and the kuku of that team. He's the steering.
Rodri is the peanut butter in a peanut butter and jam.
He is the Masi in Masi and Pap.
He is the baby oil as freak off.
Whoa, ho, ho, ho.
The baby oil in a freak off. That's the young gloop loops. That's the belly ring and a freak off.
That's the belly ring.
Just them bouncy. Let's see how City and Arsenal go for the rest of the season.
If anything, we have a new rivalry, and I'm glad it's exciting because these teams definitely hate each other.
New rivalry?
They hate each other.
What do you mean it's a rivalry?
They hate each other. Like, genuinely, City players and Arsenal players don't like each other as people or as human beings or as soccer players.
But so many of your players are from there, man.
2.
Yeah, still a lot.
Is that many?
It's too many.
In our second headline, things are heating up in La Liga.
What's going on there by the Hansi flick?
Yo, Barcelona, 6 games, 6 undefeated games.
22 goals.
In 6 matches.
What? Did they visit the Sangoma?
By Watagatil.
I think
they slaughtered.
They slaughtered.
They still owe a lot of people money for their players and the transfers and controversy and stuff, but they're still scoring goals.
They slaughtered a just delicious Mbuzi.
They just slaughtered an Mbonzi.
Everybody at Barcelona had a little we're back. But exactly. A German Mbuzi.
They found Raphina is on top form. He's about to total his total goal scoring tally from last season.
Who would have thunk?
From Leeds to Barcelona.
What a pipeline. No one's ever done that journey.
No one should do that journey.
Yeah, it's like going from Garankuwa to Hollywood.
No, Garankuwa anywhere is a journey.
Yeah, actually.
It's an accomplishment.
Just even to Pretoria.
Garankuwa to Pick and Pay. We're very proud of you.
It's actually, you've gone way beyond.
It's like going from Kimberley to outside Kimberley.
Yeah. Or Kimberley to Garankuwa.
Yo.
I know.
I've heard of Cape to Cairo. I give you Kimberley to Garankuwa.
That is a wild transition.
You know when they say I don't wish that upon my worst enemy?
I don't.
I do. I wish that upon Pirates fans. Yeah.
It is what it is.
Life is dynamic.
In our next story, this can't be right. It says Sundowns up against mighty Kaizer Chiefs.
We say Kaizer Chiefs for those of you that have class.
That must be an error.
It
says mighty. Before Chiefs,
yes,
it says mighty.
Shout out to our writers for being efficient and knowing what they're talking about.
That feels really. Can we do a rewrite?
No, we don't do that. This is
just says Chief.
Mighty, we say Kaizer Chiefs, the best team on earth.
I don't understand.
You don't have to. Life is dynamic.
They've only played one game. Why do Chiefs love hyping up their team so much?
Have we lost again? I just ask one question. I'm not trying to start an argument. I'm asking a simple question. Have we, as we say Kaizer Chiefs, the best team in the world, lost a game? Question mark.
Not yet, but it's...
No. So the first part of the answer is no.
We should talk about Orlando Pirates.
Doing what?
They beat Polokwane City.
The tremendous powerhouse of football that is Polokwane City.
Yes, they are. Mm-hmm. We're undefeated.
Name one player from Polokwane City.
Tawang.
Man. Surname.
Matabisto.
What position does Tabisto play?
Right middle, bro. Middle center, dog.
Oh, he's a Jameli character.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tabak.
Every time he scores, and
they give him a gem blaster from the stands.
And that chocolate.
That'd be so funny if you just get Jameli prizes every time you do something well. And they just throw it at you on the field.
We should be talking about Pirates, though.
Well, we are talking about it as a big game, I guess arguably the biggest game in the country. Sundowns take on the mighty Kaizer Chiefs this weekend in a game of the season.
If you watch, you watch.
Most of the Republic will be watching.
Will they?
It's the game of the season.
Where are they playing?
Where the Lord decides.
They should maybe decide soon so we can get our tickets.
Do that. And also realize it's going to be an amazing game because it's two... we say Kaizer Chiefs, the greatest team of all time, a team of class, pedigree, stature. Mamelodi Sundowns, a very loud, vibrant color, but there won't be a single thug team in sight.
What? Who are the thug team?
There won't be a team that call themselves the Sea Robbers in the vicinity.
Chiefs versus Sundowns. We can't wait to see what the Betway Premiership throws up this weekend.
We're all excited.
Hey, yo!
Hey, Betway Premiership.
Imunati. Betway Premiership. Yeah, this. Betway Shuma.
Betway
Premiership. It's Betway Premiership. Ekilingi. Betway Premiership.
Shanga Pagat.
Yeah, Pagat. Premiership.
Big game for you this weekend. I can't believe your game against Spurs is now considered a big game.
It's not.
It's not, no? It's not. Do you want to kick it off? Where's it going?
It's just like the fight for 10th place.
Ouch.
It's not exciting. It's like just listening to a middle child speak. No one cares.
Actually, yeah.
No one cares. But it should be fun because they're both, equally as bad right now. Spurs' defense is horrible.
Is anyone even going to be watching that game?
I'll watch it for banter.
Okay.
Yeah. So, it should be entertaining because both the defenses are really bad and atrocious, and United coach is fascinating.
So 7-6.
No.
Type of scoreline.
That insinuates someone's going to score 7 goals. Let's not get carried away. No. I'm going like a 2-1.
In favor of who?
Oof.
The Travelers. No, you're not about to give it to your enemy.
I'm going to say Spurs.
Oh, wow.
You know why? Since
that must have hurt your tongue.
I know, but we're the reason. Since the defeat they suffered at our hands, they've been on a run of sorts to prove a point. So us bullying them in their own house.
Who's been on a run? Them or their bellies?
No, Spurs, bro. Brendan Johnson's been playing well. Solanke scored his first goal for the team. Hey, man, I'm trying to find the gold in this pile of nonsense, you know what I mean? It's very hard to argue for Spurs when we do it, though, you know what I mean? Obviously, we were the catalyst that catapulted them to get into a patch of form. In essence, the reason they're doing well is because of Arsenal. So that's why my argument is based on that. We beat them so much that they found spirit inside their hearts. Fair enough, it's been kind of about games and that kind of stuff, but it's, you know what I mean? That's the world they live in.
Arsenal will make everything about them.
No, it's the truth, though. Since we came to their house and defeated them, they've been on a bit of a run.
Anything about you guys.
Is what I'm saying not factually correct? Kate, you know what I'm saying is true. You guys just enjoy disagreeing. If had we not gone there, if they had beaten us, they would have been in a slump. But obviously, they're not going to beat us because it's Spurs. So we went there, defeated them in their own house, and then they found it within themselves, became men to a certain extent. And
now that spring in their step is going to go to Old Trafford.
Yeah.
Come in.
I just know Jamie Vardy watches Football Faras and he's going to see us and say, not me saying to them, and then you want to take the credit of them being on a horrible slump, as if Heung-min Son has not been terrible the entire season. The mighty Heung-min Son on whom Tottenham Hotspur rests. Under Postecoglou, I always win everything in my second season, and he's literally just winning 10th place right now.
I mean, you passing what's wrong with the opposition. What's going well in your house?
Well, let's see. I am in European competition, Europa League.
You didn't qualify for it. It's like kind of nepotism in a weird way, but anyway.
How is it nepotism?
You-
Because
you-
my city rival decided that they're going to want to allow their city rival to compete in a European competition.
You didn't get there rightfully, but it's fine. Carry on.
What is right?
You are ahead, man. You there.
What is rightfully?
You playing in Europe.
What is rightfully?
Morena, you there.
What
you
is rightfully?
Where did you finish last season?
It doesn't matter. What is
No,
rightfully?
you see, this is the thing. I can't ask you questions and you don't
doesn't
answer.
matter.
Okay, where did they finish last season? man?
I finished as an FA Cup champion.
So United finished 10th. That's what I'm saying.
FA Cup champion.
So usually
They have more
European
trophies.
is for
They won more
the top
trophies
six.
than you last season.
FA Cup. We have the most FA Cups in the world if we're going to talk about history.
But we're talking about last
We
season.
have more FA Cups than you as well.
It doesn't matter.
No,
We're
it
still
does matter if you're talking about things of the past. How many FA Cups do you have?
How
We have
many-
more than that.
Okay, how many European trophies do you have?
No, we don't care. With me, look, Kate, can I answer? You ask me a question, can I answer? I don't want to be famous outside my country. I want to be famous inside my country. That's what I want to do. So you trying to be famous in Botswana, but they don't know you in Kimberley. That's the life you want to live.
Man.
Kate, I can't go to Pick and Pay with my family because I want to take pictures of me, but you want to be famous where at Aldo, at Walmart. I'm disgusted by
I love it.
That is terrible.
You are disgusting.
That is
You are
terrible.
disgusting,
Analogy.
Kate. You are disgusting as a person.
Tottenham Hotspur is going to lose. What do you think about Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United? Not that your opinion matters, but tell us.
I mean, of course it does, man. Yeah, no, and actually, I don't care about this game. But I do care about good football, and I do think that if Manchester United are going to find their form, it's going to be in this game.
Find their form in what?
Find a way.
What is finding our form?
Not finding your form in a sense, I don't mean like that, but I mean like finding a way that could actually get you guys to compete this season. I feel like this is one of the games that like, it's almost, I don't want to say you have nothing to lose because you have a lot to lose.
Do you know we could
But
beat this team by 5-1 and still go lose to
so you're
Wolverhampton
defending
Wanderers the
me.
following?
Okay, fine. I'm
No.
not-
I'm not saying you mustn't defend me, but I'm basically just giving you a reality that we could actually beat this team by 5-1, which we might, most likely, very strong.
Five.
We've got about a 2.32 on Betway, so you want to go with that. We might just go club them silly and still go and lose to Wolverhampton Wanderers the following weekend. So don't talk about form. We don't know what that is.
Okay.
One or two players do know what that is, though, like
For me-
Kobe Mainu, for example.
And I like
Rasmus
Xerxes.
Højlund is about to start coming through as
I
well.
like Xerxes.
Erasmus Holland.
Rasmus Højlund.
That's why.
That's
He is
why.
about to start coming through.
Yeah.
He spent so much time on the sidelines nursing his injury, and now he's about to come.
How many seasons has he been there for?
This is the second.
That's wild that he's not being. Anthony's getting all the flack. Actually, Anthony's there to misdirect about how bad Erasmus Holland has been so far since he's been there.
You cannot honestly say that Anthony is not terrible.
Oh, he's not. Yeah, Anthony's like unanimously terrible.
He's disastrous.
But Erasmus Holland is also atrocious.
How?
For 70, how much you got? 70, right?
No, let's not put value.
How much? No, I mean, that's the
not put
price.
value on this.
No, that's the truth.
You don't want to go there.
Why?
Because you went and you spent 70 bar putting on Nicolas Pepe.
And you didn't work out
Who you literally sent back to...
He didn't have time. I'm not going to deny that Pepe flopped. I'm not going to deny that. He didn't have enough time. He didn't flop. He flopped.
You can't sit here and tell... When you used to be that guy that would pay 40 million and one for players because you were also economical. Don't come and...
We put in bids. We didn't buy Saris for that point. We put in a bid.
That makes
How
it
much
even
did you buy
worse.
Erasmus
You were
for?
cheap. You literally bluffed people into, hey, we will buy your player. We will buy your
Can I
player.
tell you a fun
And then
fact?
everybody was like, you don't even have the money, which you didn't.
Even in our cheap
And then
days,
when you started having the money, you literally just went and splurged it on nonsense. So you cannot be the one that... talks
Pepe's the
about-
only bad signing we've had.
Middle still
In the last 4 years.
Jim.
Pepe's the only bad signing we had. And by the way,
Pepe's
even
the
though
only
we,
expensive bad signing you've had.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even when we're still poor and we're still putting in 40 million pounds, £1, we're still making top four. Wenger never tasted 10th, unlike some people.
Wenger never tasted 10th. And then he left. And then you guys just tasted nothing.
Okay.
You want to wrap it up?
Yes, please. I
Right.
do. Give
At
me-
2.32 odds, Manchester United are going to win. I'm not going to give the score, but I will give them a victory at Old Trafford. It's going to happen this weekend.
2.3 and then 2.
I'm going to go 2-1 Tottenham Hotspurs. I'll tell you why.
2.8.
As bad as their defense has been, Spurs, under the Postecoglou gentlemen, they have a style of soccer. It's ferocious, the high line, they're attacking, they want to go for the victory. To this day, I don't know what style of soccer United play. I don't know their identity.
I don't think they know either.
So I don't know.
I was trying to say that they may find something with Xerxes there, but he cut me off and says, don't defend me, don't defend me.
So based on that, because you know what Spurs is going to play, they're going to be attacking, they're going to go for it, they're going to play that high line. And based on that, I'm going to go Spurs 2-1.
if ever there's a time for a draw with Spurs, no, you know what? I actually think Spurs are going to win. Anyway, that's why we're wrapping it up. That's what we're wrapping up. This Sunday, check, that's the game. Manchester United hosting Tottenham Hotspur. Let us know where you think that, who's going to win that game. No, isn't this Pirates? Who's this?
They don't even know the jerseys. You listen to these guys?
Next up, they say a stitch in time saves 9, but like a broken clock, he's right twice a day. Mothebe is next with this week's rant.
Welcome to the rant with Mo, and I am Mo. Premier League clubs are sending letters of concern to the PGMOL about Arsenal's alleged use of the dark arts. I'm going to say it directly, guys. Don't beat around the bush. If you're scared of us, just say you're scared of us, right? When other teams do it, it's called master tacticianry and class. When Arsenal do it, you guys say we're playing bad soccer and it's dark arts. Look, when Madrid played City a couple of years back in the Champions League, they parked the bus and the game into penalties. Everyone was calling Carlo Ancelotti a master tactician. He's a brilliant man. Arteta and Arsenal nearly beat City at their own house with 10 men. But now you guys are accusing us of the dark arts, right? Back in the past, people say Arsenal play beautiful soccer, but they're soft. Now, we're getting results. We have the best defense in the world, and we've created innovative ways to score. And now you're accusing us of the dark arts. So you're basically saying Raloya because we're good. Just tell us you're scared of us. No one's going to be afraid of that. Let's get into the referees, man. Referees in the Premier League are not even trying to hide that they're against Arsenal. If anything, it shows that you guys are jealous, you're envious, and you're afraid of us. That's what this is. This is a conspiracy, but in your hearts, you know that you fear us. I'd like to give you some evidence. I'm not going to talk about things I don't know about. I'll give you Exhibit A. When Arsenal played Brighton on the 31st of August, referee Chris Kavanagh gave Declan Rice a red card for kicking the ball away. And in the same game, João Pedro did the exact same thing, but he wasn't evicted. It's not just one captain. It's not just one referee. It's not just Michael Oliver. Chris Kavanagh. We know your names and we see you. Fundamentally, it's a conspiracy against Arsenal. And you guys aren't even hiding it anymore. Just say you're afraid of us. I give it to Exhibit 2.5, 22nd of September, 2024. It was a day of adequate weather in Manchester. The ferocious London Gunners were taking on that team that's facing 115 charges. And Leandro Trossard was given a red card for kicking the ball away. In that very same game, in that very same half, Jeremy Doku did the exact same thing, but he wasn't punished. Exact same match, same referee, same offenses, but only one was punished. Let's talk about referees in depth as well, actually. Let's talk about the Michael Oliver. Michael Oliver, in his career, has given Arsenal players 7 red cards. In 2023, Michael Oliver was paid £20,000 to referee a match in the UAE. You gonna take a wild guess who paid him? The owner of Man City. It's giving Man City season ticket holder, right? It's giving, I'm gonna name my first son Pep. Haaland in the game against City, the one that played this past weekend. After John Stones scored the equalizing goal, he threw that ball at Gable's head. He took a run up, bro. He threw that thing like he was throwing a javelin. Threw into the gentleman's head, the replays, everyone saw that. No punishment for it. Oh, we're not going to talk about the disrespect he showed Mikel Arteta, right? He told him to be humble. Cease. How dare you say to Arteta, be humble? Just because he's shorter than you doesn't mean he's younger than you. Arsene Wenger made a very interesting point a couple of years ago when he was a panelist for a show covering the World Cup. He asked how many English referees are in the World Cup. And the answer was 0. That's a clear indication of the standards of refereeing in England. But when it comes to Arsenal, you guys want to act like they're good people. Here's the reality, man. Referees in England aren't good. That's the reality. The proof that City celebrated a draw at home against a 10-man Arsenal team shows what I'm saying is true. We were angry because we lost. For them, that was a victory. And then other clubs are also against us, saying we're practicing the dark arts. How? We're just better than you. And there's nothing wrong with that. Jealousy makes you nasty. And nasty puts you beneath Arsenal. As always, land. Salut.
Our next guest is a Bafana legend. You know what? It's season 2. We need to up the ante a bit. This guy is all our favorite legends' favorite legend. He was so good, boss in midfield with those chicken legs of his, that at Kaizer Chiefs they dubbed him Mokoko. He's the only Bafana captain with an AFCON trophy. Before there was Booth, before there was chants of Mlungu, there was this guy, Neil Tovey. Here he is with Morena Mothupi.
Yeah, I'm chilling in the company of one of the most iconic faces, one of the most iconic names in South African football. It is the man that led South Africa to their one and only continental title, the Africa Cup of Nations in 1996. Neil Tovey. Neil, thank you so much for making the time to come and hang out with us. Really, it's a true honor.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. It's been great. We had a little chat earlier, but yeah, we'll continue.
It will continue indeed. I mean, Neil, just, how things been? I mean, you've taken a step back from football, you've taken a step back from the administrative side of it as well. Just what has life been like for Neil?
Yeah, not willingly.
Yeah.
I still want to be involved. I'm doing a program with Doc, where I do coaching of the coaches. It's for the schools program. So where we go into different phases and take them through what it is to be a coach, and they're just expectancies of coaching in the game. And they're school teachers, which is great. They take it back to the kids at the school.
Where is Neil Tovey more useful? As an administrator, you've tasted technical directorship at SAFA. As a coach, you've tasted glory with Mamelodi Sundowns. Or as somebody that imparts their wisdom for the junior levels to strengthen, or maybe even like you're doing now, where you're coaching the coaches?
I like all different angles to the game, but I think with me, where I am at the moment, and that technical director itself gave me a little bit of inclination into it. I think imparting knowledge back into the game, whether it's at professional level, and coaches having the confidence in me to say, Neil, what do you think? What do you think about this situation? Watch, analyze games and say, okay, well, where are we going? What we're not doing correctly. So from that level, I'd love to help the teams, and notably in Durban. I live in Durban. It's so much easier. But also in the programs that I'm busy with now with Doc and my brother's son, Quentin. And giving back to the coaches, junior level and that. So I think there's a lot of synergy in all levels.
What mental hardships did Neil Tovey have to overcome at a time when South Africa was unstable? We looked as though we were on the cusp of a civil war.
Yeah.
And you had a football career you wanted to build and to feed into. What was your mental strength like at that time? Your mental fortitude at that time when we're fighting for democracy, you're fighting for a football career.
Yeah, it was, in those days, my career's been blessed. I played in the days when it was apartheid, where I played with Durban City, where we traveled with Rodney Charles and Moffat Zuma into Bloemfontein in the heart of apartheid, and having to smuggle him into a hotel the night before, things like that, which made us come out with more inner strength to do well, and see the other side. I was traveling into townships in those days where my fellow human beings around me, youngsters with me, and young, were saying, "What the hell are you doing?" And I say, "No, I love this game so much." And I was also blessed with having a brother, Mark, 7 years my senior, playing also professional football. So it gave me the encouragement and the drive to become like him. I mean, and wanting to play for at that stage, because we didn't have international football.
Yeah.
These youngsters are blessed now with the international opportunities that they've got. We just had to. My belief was I wanted to play for Kaizer Chiefs, the best and the biggest club in this country, most successful club in the country. That was my drive. And that's where watching my brother play against them in my early days.
Yeah.
And then for Durban City playing against them, and then AmaZulu playing against them. And then I had the greatest opportunity to play for me at that stage, the biggest and most successful club in the country, and to captain them.
Take me back to that call you got from Kaizer Motaung Senior to say to you, here's the dream that you've always had, to come and wear the black and gold.
Yeah, it was quite. If I take you back a year earlier, and not any, my brother was playing for Chiefs. Okay, I was finishing up with AmaZulu, or not finishing up. I was at AmaZulu, and enjoying some really good season with AmaZulu club. And I mean, in 2 weekends we beat Kaizer Chiefs 3-0 and 5-1 in Durban. And who does that, And had the blessing of really going out of a Durban City to an AmaZulu traditional team, having the experiences of everything that went with the traditional Zulu team,
Yeah.
and gone through that, and now said, I need to take the next step. I need to go into a higher level. So there was one or two of the clubs were starting to make contact. And suddenly Mark heard, I don't know where he heard from, out of the blue, and said, because that year in 89, Jeff Butler was their coach. Okay. And he had already spoken to Mark about what is the potential of your brother coming to Chiefs. And Mark said, yeah, no, fine. I just have to have a word with him and we shouldn't be a problem. And then suddenly the other clubs are touching me, and then he heard, and he said, oh, it's not going to happen. My dead body, or you going elsewhere? And then got hold of Kaizer, and then the whole thing developed. Yeah, I came and I joined Chiefs. But it took me a while to settle in Chiefs. It took me a good 6 months to really get, which is part of that process to be accepted. Fans and that getting to know you, and that's what you see now in the Chiefs players now. You can come and be a great player at another club, but how you mentally come and settle into the environment of Chiefs, because it can eat you up if you're not doing the right things. But then I settled down after 6 months, and then that was total bliss. Total bliss for me.
Your highlight at Durban City, AmaZulu, and Kaizer Chiefs.
Durban City, I was very, very fortunate that as a young player, I won league championships, won back-to-back league championships. Should have won 3 in a row. Got robbed. The next stage of my career could never replace it, AmaZulu. The traditional thing that went with it, that amalgamation into the culture of football in this country. And training when you got 5,000 people watching you just train. And then, as you say, going into Kaizer Chiefs, my professional thought, that's a club I want to play for in this country. Coming out of 1990, still not part of international football, getting the opportunity to come when it did with Madiba coming out of jail, and then getting an international opportunity, and then developing and solidifying my place in Chiefs, and then going on to captain Chiefs in 1992, and then just going through the whole decade of Chiefs was beautiful for me. Today I can't walk down. There's no time I walk down the street without somebody greeting and saying hi, and you just can't believe the beauty of that club.
It went down to the wire, but unlike Arsenal, we know how to see out a win. We're like James Milner. We're here forever, you can't get rid of us. So you may as well join the family, like and subscribe on our YouTube page. And as always, we're on all social media platforms as Football Faras and Smash Sports. So do find us there for extra content. Until next time, bye.